All right. Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem, Wakar Kadash, and the Heavenly Father. The true name is Yahweh, in His only begotten Son, Ba'ashem. In the name of Hamashiach, Yahweh Shai, those are the true names in the ancient Paleo Hebrew, the Lashon Kodash Luton. And I say Barakatham to the elders and apostles, Wa'akim, Wa'akwa, and I say Shalom. And this is a sit-down lesson of the prophet Isaiah, chapter 19, verse 1. That's going to be the title of the sit-down lesson. And this is the prophet Isaiah, chapter 19, verse 1. It reads, it says, the burden of Egypt, behold, Yahweh rideth upon a swift cloud, and shall come into Egypt, and the eyes of Egypt shall move at his presence, and the heart of Egypt shall melt in the midst of her, right? Because modern day spiritual Egypt is going to melt in the heart in the midst of her, because you know that Heavenly Father's going to come back with his chariot, because his chariot like a whirlwind. So he's going to come as a swift cloud and shit come into Egypt, you know, modern day.
Where you going?
Oh, he went to the store, went to Save a Lot.
You did what?
I unlocked his car, so he went to Save a Lot.
Oh.
Yeah, he said he'd be back.
He said, yeah, I'm back. I can give him $1 a day. 15, man. Yeah. Lord, his name smell. I said, what you want to do? I think a lady called for a show this morning. Jimmy said,
Oh, yeah.
she missed that part. They going to have him later. You got the phone, you got to be around. I think she had to redo her stamp. You ain't got to read it.
Yeah, that's good, yeah.
So it's good to what, April?
Yeah.
That's why I keep a lot of food. That's why I go to church.
Yeah.
I go get food once a week. I go in, no more yet.
Yeah.
The potatoes come in with me.
Yeah, they sure do.
Yeah. Now I go like this. It's nice, but it's cold.
Right.
So I go.
Also, this is a line. I don't know if you can tell.
If we get there tomorrow, we definitely show things.
Okay.
Back on that.
Yeah.
It's been 2 months now. Oh,
Skin and bones. Isaiah 19 and verse 1, it says, the burden of Egypt, behold, Yahweh rideth upon a swift cloud. Right, so that Heavenly Father rideth upon a swift cloud, because you know, the Heavenly Father's chariot like a whirlwind, so the Heavenly Father's coming back with a chariot. You know, he's going to set fire upon, he's going to set fire on modern day spiritual Egypt. It says the burden of Egypt, behold, Yahweh rideth upon a swift cloud, and shall come into Egypt, and the idols of Egypt shall move at his presence. Right, so the idols of Egypt are going to be moved at his presence, because he's coming back with fire, and he's coming back with a chariot as well too, because his chariot's like a whirlwind. It says Egypt, and the idols of Egypt shall move at his presence, and the heart of Egypt shall melt in the midst of her. Right, so he's going to come back with fire, and with his chariots with fire, you know. But the chariots of fire is like a whirlwind. I think that's in Isaiah. Yeah, I got the prophet Isaiah 66, because you know the Heavenly Father's coming back with fire, you know. Because he had flooded the earth, you know, in ancient, in the ancient days of Noah. Now, in the modern day days of Noah, and modern days of modern day spiritual Egypt, and modern day Sodom and Gomorrah is going to come back with fire. This is Isaiah 65. I think that's 66. Salaki. Yep, this is the prophet Isaiah chapter 66. Yep, Isaiah 66 verse 15. Yep, this is Isaiah chapter 66 verse 15. It said, for behold, Yahweh will come with fire, and his chariots like a whirlwind. Right, so the Heavenly Father's coming back with fire, and his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury. Because we know the Heavenly Father, he's a righteous, balanced, just power. Isaiah 45 verse 7, Ecclesiastes 12 verse 14, and he's a man of war as well too. Exodus 15 verse 3. It says, for behold, Yahweh will come with fire, and his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury and his rebuke with flames of fire. It says, verse 16, for by fire and by his sword and with Yahweh shall plead with all flesh, right? Heavenly Father's going to plead with all flesh. And the slaying of Yahweh should be many, right? The slaying of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh should be many. Because we know the Heavenly Father, he's a man of war. This is Isaiah chapter 19, verse 1. It says, the burden of Egypt, behold, Yahweh rideth upon his swift cloud, and shall come into the eyes of Egypt, and the idols of Egypt shall melt in his presence. Yeah, it says, the idols of Egypt shall melt in his presence, and the heart of Egypt shall melt in the midst of her. Right, and the heart of Egypt shall melt in the midst of her. You know the Heavenly Father, he's a man of war, so the chariots like a whirlwind. So with that, hopefully this sit-down lesson was edifying of Isaiah 19, verse 1, and that was the title of the sit-down lesson, so hopefully this was edifying. And with that, I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Hashem Kadash, and the Heavenly Father, that you name is Yahweh, and his unbegotten Son Ba'Hashem, in the name of Hamashiach, Yahweh Shai. Those are the true names in the ancient Paleo Hebrew, Blash Tongue. And I say Barak Thumb to the elders and apostles, Wa'ak and Ma'akwaf. Till next time, I would say Shalom. At DQ, we're all about and. Like a new limited time crispy onion cheeseburger, $7.